Hope all is well, guys. And if you're reading the dirt sheet, a rumor is as far as WrestleMania that apparently I could see this. This is what the rumor is that it'll be Rey Mysterio versus John Cena at WrestleMania. Apparently, if you think about it, if you remember watching a documentary last year, and everyone was saying that Cena versus Undertaker, but if you watch the documentary last year and The Undertaker against that match that he had with Roman Reigns, and it was a bad match. Even if you watch that documentary, Undertaker was even limping around before he was actually in the ring against Roman Reigns. There comes a point where you kind of have to let go, and it looks pitiful. I mean, maybe pitiful is not the word, but you don't want it to look pitiful. Someone that you remember, he's not the same as he was when you were growing up, and that happens because unfortunately Father Time catches up with everybody, catches up with all of us. And I as much as we like Undertaker, I want to remember Undertaker the way he was, not the Undertaker as of later years, last couple WrestleManias. I think it's even at this point where, being at the Undertaker, what he's done for this company, he kind of has probably has kind of a say. He says, "Listen, I want to fight WrestleMania. Okay, Undertaker, we'll let you fight WrestleMania. You sure you got it?" "Yeah, I'm sure I got it." Maybe it's at a point now where I think the doctors probably stepped in, because you remember he did have surgery or an operation after his WrestleMania match. I think it's where the doctor said, "Listen, you're not cleared to go after your surgery. You can't have a match." So, for fact, it is Cena versus Rey Mysterio, and there are just a few weeks left. Again, I would much rather prefer that than the further tarnish Undertaker's legacy after last year's debacle. But, if you think about Rey Mysterio, probably the best way to use John Cena at Mania would be to put over Rusev for once. I know we've seen that match a few times, or maybe put over Elias. But if you see the return of Rey Mysterio against John Cena at WrestleMania, I could see it happening. He needs to get some payback on Cena after winning the tournament to crown a WWE champion, while Punk was holding out for a better contract. So I think that's a storyline right there in itself. Rey is just one of those that makes everyone look good. It's going to be an interesting match. Could be an interesting match. Until what happens? Until Chavo Jr. comes out on Pepe and hits the mat with Pepe, and both Cena and Rey fall to the floor, while the refs turns around and sees both stars laid out. He will call it a no contest. Pepe. You remember Pepe. I don't want to see The Undertaker. As much as I love him, I'd rather see Rey, and Rey always been the guy that gets a huge pop. Little man, able to fight in a big man sport, so to speak, always able to adjust himself. I'd be down for a Rey Mysterio versus John Cena match. Hope all is well.